Editing shouldn't be the part that slows you down. In this video, I will show you 5 practical ways on how to edit much faster in DaVinci Resolve. Simple things that you can apply today to not only save time, but also reduce headache in your workflow. Let's start with the most boring, but also one of the most important parts of any edit: organization. Before you even touch the timeline, you want to get your project in order. Dragging everything straight onto the timeline might work for small projects. But the moment your edits get bigger, it could quickly become a cluttered nightmare. So right now, I'm working on my cinematic travel video from Sri Lanka, and this project alone contains around 600 gigabytes of footage. As you can imagine, this requires some level of structure and organization instead of blindly throwing everything onto the timeline. This is a rough example of how I would approach all my projects. The first thing I did was to create multiple timelines. One for all my drone shots, one for rough cuts, experiments and testing, and one dedicated timeline where the final edit will take place. So next, inside the video folder, I created bins and sub-bins for my camera footage, for all the drone clips, GoPro shots and time-lapses. Using DaVinci Resolve's powerful metadata tools, you can label all of those files with keywords, short descriptions about the location, comments, and you can also add color labels and flags for instant visual feedback. And this is where the real magic happens. Because once your footage is labeled properly, you can find any clip in seconds inside the smart bins, based on a keyword, a description, or even just a color flag. To enable the smart bins, you simply press the 3 dots to the right and click on Show Smart Bins. This one right here. And yes, this does take a bit of time up front. But the better your structure is, the faster every single step becomes afterwards. And the easier the entire edit feels from start to finish. If this sounds too overwhelming or too complex right now, just let me know that in the comments and I can make a dedicated video going much deeper into my organization and metadata process. Next, Power Bins. Power Bins are an incredibly powerful feature because they let you reuse assets across all of your projects. So any piece of content, whether it's a visual effect, an animated background, music, sound effects, adjustment layers or even color grades, can live inside a Power Bin and will then be available in every other project in the future. So here is how it works in practice. Let's say I want to reuse this title animation that I just made in a future project. I simply go to File, give it a clear name, and then I drag that animation into my Power Bin. From that moment on, no matter which project I'm working in, I can just grab that asset and drop it straight onto the timeline. So instead of recreating the same effects over and over again in every new project, you will build a reusable system, and your most used effects are now always available with a single click. So once you combine a good organization, smart bins and a well-structured Power Bin setup for all your visuals and sound effects, your workflow becomes a lot faster and you also start saving a serious amount of time. Another great way to level up your workflow is by using templates and plugins. And no, I'm not talking about those 2000 assets for $10 bundles that you see all over the internet. I'm actually talking about the right ones. Yes, on paper, those cheap packs sound amazing. Huge libraries, tons of effects, very little money. But in reality, it's wasted time and wasted storage. I made that mistake myself more times than I would like to admit. The problem here is that you quickly lose track inside massive folders. Many assets are low quality, often not customizable, and in the end, you barely use 5% of what you bought. We all have been there. But a couple of months ago, I came across MotionVFX. MotionVFX offers high-quality, professional assets for all kinds of projects and video styles. So whether you're looking for logo animations, transitions, titles and callouts, social media elements, LUTs and much more, they have got you covered. And instead of cluttering your hard drive, everything integrates directly into DaVinci Resolve. You can simply open up the toolbox, drag every asset straight onto your timeline and adjust it to your liking. There is currently a big sale running from the 26th of December to the 5th of January. 25% off the entire library and 50% off 10 selected powerful packs. So if you want to check it out and support me and my channel, I will leave a link in the description. What I really like is that every asset pack comes with a clean preview and a full tutorial, so you know exactly what you're getting and how to use it properly. So there is no digging through dozens of folders anymore. Everything lives in one place, is consistent, is fully adjustable, and most importantly, it just works. And that alone speeds up the editing process significantly. One tool I've been using a lot recently is the Storyboard plugin. It allows me to save my favorite shots together with all the important details. Things like camera settings, composition, lighting, shot type, and even the mindset behind the shot. And on top of that, I added a color palette. This one lets me pick colors directly from the image, and it instantly shows the exact values I'm working with, which is honestly pretty crazy. This helped me build a personal reference library of my best footage, so I know exactly what worked, how it worked and why it worked, which is a complete game changer for future tutorials and video projects. Keyboard shortcuts are one of the fastest ways to speed up your editing, but they only work if they are designed for your personal workflow. The goal isn't to customize everything. Instead, you should only focus on a few essential actions you use on a daily basis. For me, that includes shortcuts for zooming in and out of the timeline, opening the video scopes, activating the grid lines, and a few other cutting actions. These might seem like small things, but a few well-placed shortcuts save seconds on every action, and over the course of an entire edit, that obviously adds up very quickly. The final tip is to make use of audio libraries. Instead of keeping thousands of random sound effects, I went through everything I had collected over the last years. I sorted it properly, deleted what I didn't need, and kept only the best and most useful sounds. And by adding this folder as a sound library inside DaVinci Resolve, I can instantly search for the right sound and drag it straight onto the timeline. No endless scrolling, no guessing. Just like with visuals, a curated audio library saves time. It also keeps things consistent and makes the entire editing process feel smoother. So as you can see, all of those tips work hand in hand. And when you build your own workflow and apply small improvements like these, they don't just make editing easier, they multiply each other and dramatically increase your editing speed over time. And like I said before, I highly recommend checking out MotionVFX. You can do yourself a big favor to get the right tools you will actually use for a really fair and solid price.